Yo, people, and welcome to Through a Different Lens podcast. I'm your co-host, Joe.
I'm Deji.
And I'm Jacob.
How we doing, my brothers? Everyone good?
Yeah, man, all okay. Another week down.
Yes.
Trust me, man, I'm all good, man. I'm all good.
You said everyone bless you.
Yeah, man.
I feel like this is the lightest we've recorded in a while. I might be capping, but like where we can actually see the light, all three of us.
Season's changing though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just getting lighter. It's just
All three of us, get me. Can see who's scoping and that. Oh, I gone. Not joking. But yeah, how we doing, man? How we doing? Everyone bless?
yeah, man.
Yeah, blessed, man. Just a bit tired, but we move, man. You get me? But I'm good. How you guys doing?
Normal week.
How's your Easters?
Yeah.
Busy.
Yeah, same. Nice. My dad's birthday, so it was really nice.
Big
Really good.
Big ups, big ups.
Happy birthday, man. The real G right there, fam.
Trust me.
Pull up on man in traffic and all that.
The real done that. You know, imagine he said to me the other day, actually, he bucked your brother as well, kind of the same way. And your brother said something about, I knew it was you or some jazz.
Bro, I see him in random places all the time. Places, yeah, where you don't think you bump into this guy, but you bump into him. You know, off ends places, you just bump into him. And he'll say, "What are you doing there?" No, what are you doing there?
Yeah.
Yeah, me, fam. You know, that's the done dad. But yeah, it was good. Very nice birthday weekend. My older sister, obviously all my siblings were there, but my older sister came down from Mane with the kids, surprised him.
Jeez.
Well, partner, husband as well. So it was real sweet, real nice, real good family vibes.
Yeah, it's the best way to spend Easter.
Can't complain. What was yours? It was back to
Football was
back
busy.
to football.
Yeah, it was busy. The normal Easter.
Yeah. Well, that's
changed.
your norm actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's never changed. Christmas, Easter, public holidays. They're not holidays. It's just game days. So, yeah, Friday, Monday, quick turnaround in fixtures. Yeah, it was all right, to be fair. 1-4-0 on the Friday, and then obviously turned around to the Monday game, which we should have probably won, but, you know, the heavy legs and same team going out there again.
It was unchanged team, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was going to be because you win 4-0. We should have probably won the game, but you could sense, like, the nerves, the lackluster. Obviously, everyone's going for playoffs. So that's sort of kind of confirmed now with how it is, how the league position is anyway. Game on Saturday. We should win. We'll go in there to win anyway, just we can fully cement, because you never know it. The team below us could win 16-0. It's football. You can't.
Hey, we need to put this clip out there before Saturday and tag that team.
So, you know, we win the game. It's not even a win. We draw or win. Yeah. A point gets us in the playoffs guaranteed. But we're more or less guaranteed because has anyone won 16-0 before?
What does 3 points do for you guys? Does it put you in a better? Nah, nothing.
You lot
stay where we are. I think
I checked the table earlier.
Yeah.
But whereas the top 6 is 3 points between them.
Yeah. Anyone from 6 to the top can go up.
And 3 teams go up.
No, 2.
2.
1 automatic.
Oh, then one playoff.
It's violent.
But the same in the Connie North as well.
Yeah.
It's close like that as well. The 3 top teams are on the same points.
I saw that actually. Saw that, yeah.
Exact same points.
And it's mad. The Ismi and Prem, top 3 are all on same points. Top 2 got the exact same goals difference.
Going into the last day of the season.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting one. And the National League's kind of done already, wasn't it? Well,
they can wrap it up this weekend.
Yeah, because York lost. If York didn't lose,
they drew.
Yeah.
But Barnet were doing Higgy before they won on the weekend.
Yes.
They hadn't won like 3 games
in a row.
Yeah.
So they were trying to lose, but it gets to that point because you're playing to not lose games instead of playing to win the game. And when you're doing that, you start to do things you uncharacteristic. You concede goals from set pieces. And teams come there. The worst thing is to play like newly relegated or relegated teams already.
Yeah.
They're playing with ultimate freedom. They're coming here. You're watching their clips. Manager Ronaldinho turns. They would never do
Gaffer's like, let's try this out.
They're playing for. Yeah, man.
And then you wonder why they didn't play like that earlier in the season or whatever.
Yeah. They're not playing with no pressure. Whereas if they were going to get relegated, like Welling on the weekend, them, but they're playing for their lives, so they're playing a different style of football.
You relegated Welling?
Yeah.
No
shit, they got
way.
relegated?
Yeah.
Peak.
So yeah,
I can't lie, it was probably long overdue.
But
I can't lie, sorry, Welling. But
there's a lot of big clubs that are going to be bouncing down. Dagenham and Redbridge look like they're coming down.
Is it?
What are they confirmed or?
Nah, they've got it's either them or Wildstone for the final two.
And Woodson have been okay.
Yeah, they're drawing games, but do you get what I mean? Draws if so other teams drawing as well, you're all right.
Fuck. Yeah, that's peak.
So
It's a Dagenham that was in flipping Football
League
League
One.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Also. Yeah,
so
that's
it could be
nuts.
long.
Obviously, you've been in positions where you're like, say you've been in promotion chases or playoff chases. Do you feel like there's ever been, I won't say you necessarily because I feel like you're kind of even killed, but actually you as well. But have you ever felt tense or have you felt your teammates feeling tense, like that aura in those kind of, like you said, pressurizing moments in terms of we need the 3 points?
Yeah, I wouldn't say myself I'm tense, but you can definitely sense it in the style of play or the way things happen. Like a pass would be on, but people are doing no risk, so they're booting it. Do you get what I mean? And you can see like normal things that you would do on a day-to-day basis just become difficult because the crowd's on your back, and then you got players on your back, the managers on your back. You're thinking everyone's at you, even though they're not. So you can sense it. Me when I'm playing football. You get what I mean? It's just I'm out
What
there.
it is, yeah.
The result's going to take care of itself as long as we've done everything correctly.
Just
But
letting it flow.
that's the thing. But otherwise, you can kind of see, especially like if you concede early. Say you go 1-0 down, the game then becomes super duper long because managers kicking out of play. People would just passes that normal 5-yard pass, it'll miss. It'll just go to the right of you. It'll go to the left of you. So I wouldn't say myself, but you definitely see and feel it in the building.
Yeah.
From the top staff members down to the youngest people in the building.
Jeez. So it's not even just the players, it'll funnel down from like manager, 100%,
100%.
everyone else.
I feel like the managers is the reason why the pressure's more time on, because if they were calm and just chilled out about it, then everyone else would be calm and chilled out about it. But you know when you can kind of sense their tenseness or there's the music's playing in the change room, but everyone's quiet.
Not resuming as normal, basically.
Yeah, just everyone's just looking at each other like, what are we doing today?
Jeez.
So I feel like the shackles come off in the playoffs because it's like literally college basketball.
Yeah.
It's one and done.
March Madness.
Yeah. It's one and done. So you get the best games there, and that's why you kind of want to play in the playoffs. I feel like going up via the playoffs is better than getting promoted automatically.
I don't know about that, man.
I mean, just because how hard it is to get out.
Yeah.
No, I was saying the opposite. Because how hard it is or long it is, I'd rather automatic because there's only one.
man.
Yeah.
Just let me do it.
You'd rather
and
the
get it done with.
automatic. You'd rather the automatic.
Yeah.
But to go up if you want to go up a certain type of way, you'd rather go up via the playoffs.
It's like
No, what if you go up unbeaten? Then what?
No, because deep it. Who went up last year in the championship?
all the three that are going down.
Yeah, but who went up automatic?
Leicester, Ipswich, and then Southampton won the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
But more time, you remember the playoff game
Oh, yeah.
over the two teams that actually went up.
Oh, 100.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's not.
I'm indifferent.
In
Well, I
terms
wasn't
of what
watching.
though?
I wasn't watching championship like that, so I could even.
Oh, but obviously, championship, I'd say championship playoffs is different to because that's the most expensive game in football. Do you know what I mean? So,
100 mil game,
like,
innit?
there you 100% wanna
Yeah,
wanna go up by the playoffs, innit? But yeah, and I get what you mean. There's more cachet to it.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, at the same time, sometimes you just wanna wrap your season up.
Of course.
Yeah, man.
Especially
Go on that holiday.
if you had a long season, can't be asked, bro.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong in that sense. But you know when you're in the playoffs, it's a different feel. Like, I've been in the playoffs the last couple of years, to be fair. And it's a completely different feel. Like, when you're top of the league flying high, you're like, oh, this is great. But the league finishes and you realise the teams below you are still playing. Yeah. And you end up watching their games. You're thinking, that would be fun to play in, you know? Even though we're already promoted.
Yeah.
That would be fun to play in.
And to know that you're not there.
That's the only thing. It's a kind of fear of missing out. So when you're going up via playoffs.
But remember Notts County a couple of years ago?
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't go up, that would have been a travesty.
It would have been, and they nearly didn't.
Both them and Wrexham record points. Then Notts County were losing most of the playoff final and then equalised last minute, innit? If I'm not mistaken.
Twice.
Extra time, they scored the winner in last minute, isn't it?
No, extra time equalised last minute again. They went to penalties.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. So if they didn't go up, that would have been
That's a mad run to have as well.
because those are the kind of things like not fold obviously, but you could just think, and especially they were one of the biggest spenders, bro. That budget could just argument sake get slashed in
Oh
half.
yeah. Yeah.
Like they put up record points. It's just another dickhead team put up record points. Not offensively to Rex, but yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, whereas when they went up, I was like, I don't have no affiliation for Notts County or anything, but I was so happy that they went up because of the season that they had.
Of course. Those two should have just gone up. They should just let them go up
Yeah,
together because everyone else is kind of wasting their time.
Like they were basically just argument's sake 20 points ahead of third place team.
No, they were
That's
gone.
not fair.
They were gone.
They weren't playing. We weren't playing in the same league as them. Those two were in their own league playing against each other, and everyone else was just playing games.
Yeah, because even by the documentary, of that Wrexham documentary, they document that first year of when that madness happened.
Yeah.
And you can tell that these lot, they're pushing for something different to what the other lot are pushing for.
Yep.
So it's mad that just the fact that only one team can get promoted there as well, innit? It just made it worse. But made good entertainment.
No, it's true. It's true. In that sense, when you're in that type of title race, you want to get promoted automatically.
Yeah,
Because you don't want to.
You've exerted so much energy.
Because you're going to go off of that high.
I'm finance too.
Yeah.
Off of that high to then knowing you're going to lose most of your players if you stay in this league.
Yeah, because
Because they have to go at that point.
can't even handle the budget after that.
Nah.
But from the players' perspective, obviously at that point they're not even thinking of money. They're just thinking we need to get promoted because we've gone machine for machine with another team. So we're going to be effed by then. And that playoff final, you could see Notts County look
Finished.
first half. They look out of it.
Yeah, finished.
They just got that extra lease of life because they had that extra quality. But like they were actually tired.
Yeah, you could see. Because you could see like Solihull were all over them,
Yeah.
like dominating, and Solihull were like, okay, we're going to win this game. And then, it's just the quality players showed why they were the quality players in the game, and then they win you the game, and then they leave the football club.
Langstaff scored, is it nearly 40 goals that season or around that number? It's
Now
like, bro.
he's in the championship now.
Yeah.
And then number 10, Ruben Rodriguez, championship now.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Like, these men were playing in the National League, but shouldn't have been playing in the National League.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Where are they now? Notts County.
They're League 2.
They're League 2.
But
they're League Two.
Playoffs?
I think they might, or they're in and around the mix because
Yeah.
they're trying to spoil people's parties the other day. I saw
I reckon in League One.
They're going to be in the
they're
championship.
trying to go up.
Because Wickham got the worst run of games I've ever seen possible, bro.
So Notts County are at 6. No, 2 playoff spots, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Wrexham
still.
Wrexham will get promoted though, because Wickham have to play 4th, 5th, and 6th, and Wickham are 3rd. What a bad
Well, they
run.
lost the 4th. Charlton slapped them 4-0.
Yeah, but they got to play Stockport.
So they got Leighton
And
Orient
Leighton
and Stockport. Yeah. So 6th and 5th. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 4th, 5th, 6th.
It's crazy.
One of my brethren, Lane Orient fan, he was at the game on Saturday against Cambridge. He was saying how he saw Sully and that. How he was battling up their left back for like half an hour, putting it on them. But I don't. What was the result for that match? Because I don't even know.
Leighton Orient came back and won 2-1. Cambridge were winning 1-0.
Can Cambridge be saved?
They can, but I've already, no offense, cuz I told him time ago they're going down. He's been injured for like most of the second half. It's mad because me and him were talking about it the other day. Or he made me realize how much their key players that they bought in the summer, as not key players, but the players that they bought to start, etc. They've been the ones that are actually injured.
Right.
Because I was like when they made the signings, I was like, oh yeah, a couple good names, but I was like, I don't know. 'Cause obviously, I think last year they survived on the final day, or so, even though they lost. And then they've signed a few players, and I'm like, ooh, like Shane Lavery, for instance.
Yeah.
But Lavery's he started season well, injured. I think he came back on the weekend on Monday's game from being out since December, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
And that's who your top scorer is. Well, projected to be. Another striker as well. He's been injured for, I'd say, half season. Gary Gardner, that used to play Birmingham.
Yeah, player.
He's not played all season.
Injured.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
He's older. He's older. Head.
but he signed, and then I think he's trained, and then had setbacks.
Right.
Taylor Richards as well.
Cambridge's budget is huge. That's
Bro,
all I
like-
can hear right now. That's all I'm hearing.
No, really. I thought it was small until certain players came
Yeah,
in. But
Cambridge's budget
just
is
for
huge.
argument's sake, and then like I was like, maybe I can't be too harsh on the squad overall, innit? Because those just 4 players, I think Dan and Dolovu, I think that's how you say his name, the other striker as well. Like he's even played Prem, flipping, bro. Those are, and then Sule. That's 5 key players that are
They're
just out.
He's half his
And like football fans only kind of see that if it's Premier League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you support a lower league team,
Then
you'll
you don't
know.
know.
Yeah.
You're just seeing how they're losing every week.
But even then, lower league fans, they'll start cussing without actually
Of course,
providing context, did it?
Of course. Oh, they're just losing. That's,
Yeah.
it's just, you're just losing every week. Not the fact that you're injured.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
best 5 players are injured, or key players in your team can't play.
You lost arguably your best centre back last season, who's retired.
Yeah, see.
So and
Yeah.
things like that. It's like, bro,
A lot of those, like the small factors change a lot in a football club.
Mm.
One player is actually, it's not basketball in terms of like how one player is key, but one player can be so key that when they're missing, you really notice.
It's that character,
Difference.
innit? That can just be gone. That you
Yeah.
know that you needed there for certain moments.
It's true, because if you deep football, like most weekends, you know the starting 11. Like as much as we have a massive squad and that sort of stuff, most weekends everyone knows the starting 11 that are playing. Injury might happen. Okay, cool. Then the team's gonna change. But most weekends, the manager has a starting 11 in mind for the season. After like the first 6 weeks, of trying out things, because you know that's a tinker, try out things. Once that starting 11 is in place, that is the starting 11, and then you have the man that are just trying to get in the team. Bro, that's how football is.
you think that's even the case, say Football League, National League and stuff like that?
110%.
Even though a lot of the season is Tuesday, Saturday, Saturday.
Yeah. Like more time. So like even like last season for me when I signed at Havant, I started every game. I signed at Mason, I started every game.
Yeah.
Never came off the bench. Do you get what I mean?
Mm.
And I knew there was at least 7 of us
That okay.
that
Yeah.
are always going to play.
And it's not even an arrogant way. It's you've cemented yourself as the
Yeah.
starter
It's
in the
facts.
coaching staff's eyes.
Yeah.
And then
No matter how bad I play on the weekend, this is true. No matter how bad I play on the weekend, there's a 90% chance. Let me even make it higher. 95% chance. I'll probably start on
Wow.
this weekend.
Hey.
No, but that's what football is, because there used to be people have there's a starting 11 meetings. Do you get what I mean? And man are thinking, am I in that meeting? Man know they're not in that meeting, and man that know are in that meeting.
What if you're like the 11th person? I'm
Nah.
sure you'd be a bit unsure of whether you're in the meeting or not. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro.
Do I go? Do I stay?
Not like more time. If you go and look at a league, and look at each game throughout the league, and look at like 7, 8 players, you're just gonna see the same 7, 8 names, and just
Yeah.
3 changes.
in terms of most teams, they rarely change. Like you said, that you could go through, just for argument's sake, top 2 in the Prem, Liverpool and Arsenal. They're guaranteed having at least the same 7, 8 players that the manager wants to start every
100%.
game.
Fair.
It's just chop and change because you have to.
Or injury.
Or
If it's
injuries,
injury
yeah.
crisis, then you'll see a lot of players in and out. Obviously, if you have a lot of players on loan, which is lower leagues, you'll see maybe a lot of players in and out.
Yeah,
Like Walsall, for instance. But when Walsall were flying, their team never changed.
yeah,
They just all the players had to leave.
yeah. Because was it their striker that went back to
His club, their winger went back to their club.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason why things were changing.
and they went on. They're not even top of League 2 anymore.
Bro, they're in
Let
the
me see
playoffs.
again.
I think they're 4th.
You're right, they're 4th, and they were literally not clear, but they had a decent
Yeah.
enough lead.
He's on top of League 2 right now.
Doncaster, who they've come out from nowhere.
They
They
were
were in a
flying.
playoff spot, but like they've just risen. Port Vale, I think Port Vale got a big budget. Bradford,
Do you know what though? Those top 3 teams, Doncaster, Port Vale, and
Bradford.
they're actually massive football clubs.
Yeah.
Like for stadium size as well.
Port Vale.
Port Vale Stadium.
Did
massive,
Deji used to play for them?
Nah, Burton.
What Vale Stadium's like 20-something thousand, isn't it? 18 to 20-something
I think
thousand?
so. Something
They've got
like
one of
that.
the biggest pitches in football.
Think about Newport. You play for Newport, innit?
Yeah.
Bradford also used to be a Premier League side. Played
Yep.
there. Massive stadium. There's like Aston Villa Stadium.
Listen, that even the area of Bradford is massive, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doncaster, their stadium's just nice.
Yeah, so nice. What's it? Is it Keepmoat?
Yeah, just
they got a
around-
nice stadium still.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And
Walsall,
then Notts County, massive stadium.
Notts County, they're the oldest football club in the world, isn't it?
Yep.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
One of the best stadiums I've been.
You see how you just said, like, obviously it's not like basketball, but it kind of is single key player. Just for argument's sake, I think Jody Jones has been injured a lot this season for Notts County.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas last season, they didn't get promoted, but he won League Two Player of the Year. He had like 24 assists or something
Wow.
from left wing or right wing back or whatever.
Oh, he was
But
doing the
like,
trend.
let's just say he was fit throughout half the season, because I do remember he missed quite a lot of this season. They might have been in the top
Higher
three
up.
spot,
100%. It's
and they're six. So
as I said, it's not basketball, but you can tell when certain people come out of the team. Even like, think about, okay, for Man United, if Bruno Fernandes doesn't play,
especially this year,
do you get what I mean?
finito.
If Bruno Fernandes does not play,
Class.
Arsenal, if Saka does not play, the difference in football is ridiculous.
He came back at the right time for you guys still.
But you get what I mean? If when Crystal Palace, Zaha was there, if Zaha did not play, Crystal Palace were the worst team in the Premier
At that
League.
time, yeah, they had a ridiculous record where they didn't win so many games without him.
Mm-hmm. But if he played, they were a mid-table team. Does that make sense? Do you see how big a difference one man can make in a football pitch?
For certain teams, 100%.
It's not basketball, but it's like when Mahrez and Vardy were doing their thing. When Kante left the Chelsea midfield, Chelsea fell apart as a football club.
Yeah.
It's
They
true.
did. even Leicester to an extent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a massive impact that people or one person does have on a team. As it might not be seen to the masses, but obviously you guys know ball, so you understand. You're watching your team, so like, okay, cool, I can see he's got a massive impact on the team.
Yeah.
Even lower down.
Because even lower leagues, anytime a team, keep on saying lower leagues, but just say football league or national league teams that I just about follow, if their form have dipped, I always then, obviously we can't keep up with all, but like I'll then wonder, something's not right, and then I'll check, and it's like, I think Jody Jones, the only reason why I knew, because I remember going to watch Notts County at Bromley, actually, he scored 2, but then obviously, so I was just kind of following their results after, then he got injured, and then I just remember him being out for a while and stuff like. I think I just checked. He's only played 18 league games this season.
Yeah, he's been out for the whole year.
Last season he played 42.
Yeah.
And just little things like that, and just thinking, again, another player, because I watched him this season, Kwame Poku at Peterborough, who I think is the best player in League One. Peterborough were, because they're just free-flowing youngsters, they just bang, like, we're going to beat you 6-3 kind of
Yeah, there's
flex.
no defense.
But they would be a playoff contention team. Bro, he was out for nearly 4 months. Now they're obviously safe, but they were hovering above the relegation zone for a bit.
Yeah.
And then I went to the EFL Trophy final, Peterborough versus Birmingham. They had their starting team fit.
And they
Like,
won.
and I tweeted, that's the best performance I've ever seen from a Peterborough side. Like, in terms of a whole team performance. Because they usually...
Individuals.
Yeah. They're young. They're a sick club for youngsters to go to.
Well.
Arguably.
Well, yeah.
All right, but in the sense that, say,
But
from
why?
from conference teams, they buy they buy to sell.
Yeah.
So if you're a talent,
That's why they're not good.
No, not that reason. Go on, Joe. I'll let
no,
Joe
I'll
finish.
just go. If they buy like the best young G's in the National League, they don't. From what I've seen, they don't stand in the. If you're performing, they might ask you stay one more year and help us do something, bro. They're looking to make good profit off you, and that's how they've been run for years, isn't it? So that's why I said like, that performance against Birmingham. Usually they're quite naive because, bro, the oldest player on the pitch for them is 24.
Yeah.
In that cup final,
They're young.
Their average age would be like 21, bruv. But their front four, they're all that way.
Yeah.
And it's mad because their wingers are their creative players, and their 10 and their 9s, they're quicker players.
They're just a different side of football.
Yeah.
But why I say for some people is because they signed all of the young talent. You got to remember now you've got all of the young talent. So half of them ain't actually playing. So you're seeing the 11 that start, the man that come off the bench. There's a lot of good players that they also signed in the woodworks. As like, speaking of like, in the past, Jerome signed there.
Yeah.
Remember, Jerome Ben and Williams signed there from Palace as the buy to sell kind of thing.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Oh, you're gonna play but we're gonna sign another young left back and another young left back.
Yeah.
So you're competing with someone that is your age. If he's in, you're more time not getting back in. Because he's flying right now. We're looking to sell him. You need to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's where I say it's football in this competition.
Yeah, obviously, I'm not saying they're 100%.
But obviously it can't be.
Yeah.
But no, as a football club, the way if you're a young player and you're flying, you want to go there.
Yeah. Like,
And you're playing because like Mason, Ephraim Clark,
yeah,
like Coventry was there.
Because I think Poku could have left last summer.
Yeah.
From what I'd heard, and then I don't know obviously he stayed. He was easily going to be League One player this season this year. I think he's still the joint top assist, and he was out for 3-4 months. He might have lost that record by 1 assist 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Get it back there.
Like before Christmas, no word of lie. I think he was on like 12 goals, 9 assists, just for argument's sake. Flying.
What a record though.
Yeah. It's like, bro, it's like, as far as I know, obviously they're not going up. A champ club minimum will go for him. Yeah. Minimum. So that's to say a Prem club, man.
That's the
I think
case. Like,
he used to play non-league a couple of years ago, I think.
Most of them do. Most of them are like non-league to...
Because they bought him from Colchester, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the club was Worthing that Colchester bought him from.
Which is non-league.
Yeah, I might be wrong.
How do you even play for a non-league club now? Like, because, if you're like 16 to 18.
Are you talking about non-league, national league? Like, national league or non-league?
Non-league.
So like it's me and some of the games that I'll go and watch and stuff.
But like Conference South to national. League.
Oh, so
that's only one league.
Yeah,
difference. So national league.
Yeah, like how? All right, let's say Conference to national.
So national league is a bracket. So national league's a top, national league south, national league.
National league then, national league. How do you even play for them clubs?
Right now, as a young player.
Yeah, as a young player.
Well, if you more or less get released from
a big club.
Yeah. It only works on releases.
They're not really. They're not working on a base where they're bringing people through their academies because.
Do they have academies?
Some of them, but remember the clubs that dropped out the league.
Because they still have an academy.
Yeah, but then you gotta remember the National League is not a place where you want to be for too long because you get stuck. So you're not really caring about the young players per se. You really kind of want to get out of there. Unless the young player is sensational and you can sell him.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Toby Collier at Man United, they bought him from Brighton and Brighton bought him from Worthing.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken.
Because Worthing are right next to
Brighton. But yeah, it depends on your catchment area as well.
They do the feeder.
But there was a player at... Not Lewis or Whiteleaf. I can't remember the club that Cardiff bought a couple years ago. And Cardiff bought him literally from National League or National League South.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
You say Whiteleaf? The football team Whiteleaf?
Yeah. I'm just thinking it was somewhere close to...
I swear they used to be Sunday League. I swear I played them a couple of times.
Probably.
Whiteleaf for like step 6. But
even like...
I banged in like 2 goals against them.
Even like Crawley, for instance, last year, when they got promoted from League 2 to League 1, they signed every player. Majority of the players they signed from non-league. National League North, National League South.
Wow.
And they got promoted from League 2 with that team. And those players that they also signed have now gone and signed for bigger clubs in League 1.
And they also got promoted. Crawley got promoted. How does that happen though? Don't you want to keep that kind of keep that squad or
I don't think you can. It's not easy. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because when you're signing a player from non-league, if they're young, you can do the Ginnels thing. I'll be real. I'm gonna give everyone the real here. You can do the Ginnels thing, and you can offer man stupidly low money because there's an opportunity to play in the league, and they're gonna take it. Whereas when you're getting older and you have bills to pay, and life is life in.
Yeah.
National League's paying you more money than League 2 is in certain circumstances.
That's not really a Ginnels thing though. That's business.
No, but why I'm saying
business.
That's why, but you can't hold on to them.
Especially if they're performing. So it was Lewis Olitana.
Okay.
But I think he was on Palace's books before Lewis. So basically, how you said how young players go non-league.
Yeah.
He was at Palace, went to Lewis, who are Isthmian Prem now, and then Cardiff signed him from Lewis. So that's like
Yeah, there's no like
5 or 6 leagues.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you've been in the system, it helps. Don't get me wrong. But then there is the occasions. Chris Smalling, Fulham signed him from.
Dulwich Hamlet?
No, I want to say something like Maidenhead. I might.
Oh, yes. The national
Maidstone.
Yeah. No, it's
But
true.
Fulham signed him from there and went United after.
But
So,
like most people, it's hard to find people that have just played non-league football their whole lives
Okay.
in like the national leagues. Now,
yeah.
Like you don't usually find anyone that's just played non-league and they've just managed to make it here, because that jump is quite a big jump if you're thinking about it. So you find like most people, where are you playing? Most people are pros somewhere until they're like 21, or they got 1 year pro until they're 19, and they got released from a Premier League or a Championship club.
So that's where it starts.
Yeah, and then you're just like, okay, cool, where's the next step? Because if you can't go to the league, what's the next best thing? And it's usually the National League South, National League North. And then from there, you can also get a move back because you're just playing men's football and showcasing yourself.
That's probably the pro with the English pyramid
Yeah,
system, footballing system. Is better than probably every other country.
110%. Because you can still make a living
Yeah.
playing not National League. Because nowadays, National League, if I'm going to be honest, pays up to anything, bro. I'm going to say anything.
There's no cap.
There's no cap.
There's no
Like,
cap.
National League, if they wanted to pay 20 grand a week, they can.
Jeez.
Like, there's no cap in League 1 and League 2, but their chairmans are it's like they've got a salary cap.
Yeah, in
they
their-
act like
their
they've
brain.
got a salary cap. Yeah.
Their brain have a salary cap.
Whereas like National League, like you said, you watched the Wrexham documentary. You're gonna just get a. Bro, if I won the lottery, I'm buying a football club. Like I'm buying it in the sense that I'm more or less taking a loss.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
you're
buying
doing
it
for fun.
as a hobby.
Yeah,
Like,
you're doing it for
I
fun.
want to do a madness. Get my
Yeah, you're doing
seat,
it
bro.
for fun.
You better buy Dulwich Hamlet or something.
Nah, that costs a lot of money though.
Nah, I think they're one of the best well-run clubs.
Yeah.
Not even non-league in the country.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's what I heard recently.
That's
Bearing in
Hamlet.
mind, they were gonna fold years
Years
ago.
ago. Dulwich Hamlet, bro. You know how well run that football club is?
Apparently, they run really well now.
Wow.
It's like a self-sustainable football club, and they can pay people whatever they kind of feel like.
Yeah, they're one of the few teams in that league that give players contracts.
Yeah, as in 50, not even 52. I know one of them boys signed a 3-year deal. I said, 3-year deal at Dulwich Hamlet? You know when the man starts saying 3-year deal, walking in with a wash bag, trading in the mornings. I said,
These times
Wow.
they just survived relegation.
yeah.
They could have gone to step 6, I think. Yeah.
They have their own training ground, train
do,
on
yeah.
grass.
If you can buy a team, then not like any big team. I'm talking about conference and below.
No,
What team would you buy?
Obviously, I'd look in and around, like, say, London first and see
And what team would that be?
who's got the. I'm thinking spatial wise. Dulwich Hamlet, I don't think they've got space to build anything.
No, it's just Champion Hills that.
Yeah. And you can't buy land. Sainsbury's there and all the houses.
Yeah.
No chance.
You'll be losing all that money you put there.
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
money you won is going into that
So,
landlord's
like,
pocket.
That's how, obviously, in your head, it makes sense, Dulwich Hamlet, because they've got a club of that stature. But I'm just trying to think, who's got an extra bit of land or something like that? Even like Cray Valley, bruv, they got like bare grass behind. I'll speak to the council and say, yo, let's see what we could do. They've got enough grass behind one stand that you can fit probably 2 pitches or 1.5 pitches.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm kind of thinking, innit?
No, it's
Like,
fair. That's fair.
I would also for Welling, but Welling haven't got nowhere to
There's
expand.
nothing. Yeah, you
But-
have to move it.
yeah.
You have to move it.
But like they've got they're
They
in
got
a
the
good
initial ground.
location. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so it's just
Because you also got to think about where you can get players from. So if you're in Welling, you can go Charlton. You can go Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
If you're in a good area where you could get people at like scholars, do you want to come on loan? You could start getting players on loan from there and there. If you're like Aldershot, for instance, as much it's far out. So who are you like? Chelsea's there, but Chelsea ain't. Like Chelsea's training grounds.
But
in Cobham, so you're not loaning anyone
it's
from Chelsea.
West though, isn't it? They ain't
I've not
really
been to their
any.
ground. Like, have they got land area? 'Cause a lot of these teams that are
Aldershot, it's the ground is in the
it's like in
town
the town,
centre.
innit? Yeah.
But there's like it's near the army barracks.
Okay. Yeah.
So there is a lot of space.
Oh, what's that barracks called?
The garrison.
I think so.
Yeah.
So boy, those obviously I'd look in and around London where I could expand. Not say I want to build a madness, but expand the
Yeah.
stand. Like, look decent, even if it's gonna get 10k max. Bro, Bournemouth are on the Prem with about 10k.
Yeah.
What about you, Jacob?
What football club would I buy?
Yeah, you know more, so you.
Ooh. In London.
Anywhere you want, bro. You can even buy Doncaster, bro.
Because if it's, sorry, before you answer, like, if you had, say, unlimited funds and you thought, oh yeah, even a Prem club, but you wanted to expand, just say you wanted Chelsea, you can't expand there.
You have to move.
No, you have to move.
Yeah, because they've lost how many times?
Yeah.
Bro,
Don't make that like
I'll be
situation.
like the Mavericks' new owner, bro.
Yeah.
I'll sell the best players and I'll threaten to move.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. AFC Wimbledon.
I'd thought about them, but they've just been
Yeah, I know.
they've just been sorted.
I
But
know, but like that, if I could buy a football club,
apparently, they're another club that I heard last week. Actually, they're up there in terms of one of the best well-run clubs in the whole country as well.
Yes, you Wimbledon.
yeah, they like if you go into their stadium and their facilities,
I love their stadium.
yeah,
'Cause
like
it's in flats.
yeah, it's in the middle of
I
stuff,
think I've been there before, you know, and I don't know what I was doing there.
but it's just the area is nice.
Yeah.
The area to the stadium, I don't need to expand it much, but because it's newly
Yeah.
built already. They kind of newly built it. If I wanted to expand it, I can expand it upwards.
Mm-mm.
I can expand it upwards because there's enough space behind and that way to do so.
Let me see what
Fair.
the capacity is.
Yeah, AFC Wimbledon. If it's a league club, if it's a non-league club, I promise you, I probably do Aldershot. You know.
There is space there, to
I
be
still ain't
fair.
been to there.
Yeah, I'd probably do Aldershot or Woking. Because
Ooh.
Woking stand is massive.
So
I see what you're doing.
AFC Wimbledon's capacity is 9,000 right now.
Yeah. So I can deal with that.
What about Harrow?
What, Harrow and Wildstone? Like Wildstone?
Mm.
Nah, bro, Wildstone can't. I'll be honest. There's nothing they can do with that.
Okay.
Like, they in fact, they apparently, no, I can't say it on camera. So, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. You can't do anything with what they've got right now.
What about Tonbridge?
You know, I did think about that, but I think it's too far. Like, east to the point where who you going to get to come over?
No, but the stadium, you can expand the stadium.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
where
I'm
it
thinking of
is-
expansion.
It's got expansion.
Yeah, it's got where
Quite
yeah.
deep it when we went to his game. Remember we went in the car park first, then we
Yeah,
went
yeah,
back
they
out to
remember.
Main Road.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There's a big
and
park there
around
behind
the
it.
the pitch in
yeah,
general.
yeah.
It's got
Most
space.
sides of the pitch, there's a
Yeah.
lot of space.
I don't know on the side where you guys weren't. So the side you were looking at, I don't know what's behind that.
Yeah. So you know, like how Maidstone, I only know there's a river behind it because
Yes.
there's a pathway there, and I
Yeah.
came through the pathway one game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it could be
Yeah.
the same at Tunbridge.
Because like Maidstone can't expand.
Yeah, definitely.
They're
not.
like they've reached.
They got the same problem United have.
Yeah, they've kind of
Yeah,
reached
basically.
the max. Unless you're going upwards,
Mm.
you can't do anything else.
And
It's,
even
it's
then,
hard to go up.
Certain most areas it's hard to go up.
Yeah, because they can't go. If they go backwards, they're going onto the car park. If they go to the right, they're going into the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Do
not.
you get what I mean? And if you go backwards, you're going into the river eventually. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah. No, Wildstone, it's just too difficult to work in around. London is difficult to place
yeah,
anything.
it is.
Yeah.
Because where would you choose?
See, I've not been to Wokin's grounds. I actually don't know what theirs look like.
Perfect ground to do it.
But apparently their pitch is even nice itself
Yeah.
as well.
They've got a
Oh,
massive
do you
stand.
know what who I might choose?
Who's-
Gloucester.
It's not bad.
Because they ain't got nothing around there.
Where the stadium's based, though, you have a problem.
Is it?
Because Gloucester's known for, obviously, they had a massive flood on their pitch. So the stadium now is raised. So to get onto to get into the actual stadium, you walk up steps.
Oh, I swear.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So, but Gloucester got a rugby club, which has got a massive stadium already.
Mm. Yeah, because, Gloucester are a massive rugby club.
Yeah.
But see, if I'm doing somewhere like that, I'd also
I multi-purposed it.
yeah, that one.
100%, that
And
makes
I'd
sense.
also want the train station to be decent, close enough.
Yeah,
I
Gloucester
don't know.
station,
I don't
like,
know Gloucester's one, but
8 minutes. 8 minutes from the.
what, drive or walk?
No, about 3 minute drive.
Oh,
From
sir.
yeah.
So you can actually walk. Just
Yeah,
for
yeah,
argument's
yeah.
sake, Reading, their stadium is not near the train station.
It's in the middle of
nowhere.
nowhere.
Their stadium's in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere. It's not even, the
They-
training
they-
ground's in the middle of nowhere as well.
They wanted to expand.
because you can't walk. You gotta walk dual carriageway, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. And I think MK Dons is kind of similar.
Yeah, MK Dons, that's off a roundabout, but
Yeah.
just in the middle of nowhere.
If you're an MK, you have to drive anyway.
Yeah.
Even if you want to go to school.
That I give them. 'Cause
That's
MK,
why the
way-
13-year-olds are driving.
The way MK Dons is situated, it's just
Yeah.
motorways coming in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I understand. But Reading, bro.
Yeah, Reading's mid, and I don't know where the new training ground is, but the old
Yeah.
training ground that I've been to,
They sold their old one, was it? Or
they obviously don't know what they did with it. They
I
might
thought
be the
Wickham had
academies.
moved there last year.
So Wickham are there now.
If I'm not mistaken, Reading had to sell it a couple of years ago. I think Wickham might have moved there this season.
I know they built a new one,
Maybe that's why then.
but like their training grounds in the middle of nowhere. Like when you look at certain clubs and like, bro, if you don't drive as a player,
How you getting to where you're going?
done. Like you're absolutely done.
And players ain't taking the bus to training.
No,
You know, like Reese's story of when he went to the wrong part of training ground.
Yep.
Taxis and Ubers.
Swindon.
That one, yeah.
like Swindon similar. Like when you're in them type of areas like Gloucester and that sort of stuff, the station is local. It's actually quite easy city to move around because there's a uni.
Yeah.
If there's a uni in the city, I think it's easy to move around.
Yeah, man. Southampton. Even Cov. But the station is far from the stadium, though.
If I was to buy a champ club, I'd buy them though.
You buy Cov.
Yeah, 100%.
They came back from administration like twice.
It's just because I already got the stadium I need.
They just, well, yeah.
I got the
Rico's
stadium I
nice
need.
now.
Yeah, and I can start doing the refurbishments on the inside. Build me a casino.
In Coventry.
Yeah.
Bro, that would be an attraction.
That would be a great attraction.
Where is the money?
It don't matter. 20p roulette.
He's the new
Bro, you know when we came to watch your game?
he's the new owner.
Bro, I started doing. It's mad. I think I was just doing research on the city, or I ended up reading something on the city either that day, my train journey there, or the week before. And like, Cov is like bottom 5 in the country for salary.
Yeah,
alone.
but that means people need more money, so they're gonna spend more.
Where
money.
is the money? Where is the jobs?
Brother,
Do you know what? Once you put that pay decent, put competitive in the description, and you be booming,
Yeah.
fam.
You can put competitive though. When you go to it's competitive in terms of that city, bro.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
that's
put
it,
a
man.
Casino if you put a casino in the Rico,
You want them to lose the money they've not got.
brother, it's not my issue. I'm just
He'll be
I'm
taken
like-
from the community.
It's not my issue. I'm providing for the football club.
What's the
I help-
opposite of Robin Hood?
No, that's what I think I do. I buy Coventry, put a casino on the There used to be one in there, you know. The Rico Arena used to have a Grosvenor in it. The first time I ever played there, they had a Grosvenor.
I won't be surprised, you know, because
Yeah. They used to have a Grosvenor literally in it.
A
And
lot
that was
of
when
those
I
kind of
was-
stadiums are near in those shopping areas.
Yeah.
They'll have like a big supermarket and then what's those industrial shopping?
But bro, you see that
Like a
thing?
Collins.
I think that
Yeah.
I think that place is new. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
What?
Because when I was in uni, I don't remember that place, fam.
You said the only thing you remember was Tesco.
Yeah. That's the only thing I remember. The Tesco.
'Cause when we went in, you were saying talk about uni days.
Wait,
Yeah,
what year
yeah.
were you at uni?
It's a long time ago.
20, I think 2013 or
The
2014.
Grosvenor was there, you know.
Is it?
The Grosvenor was definitely there because I played against Coventry in their stadium when I was 17 or 18. And that was 10 years ago.
Because I know I watched Sule play a game in there. When he was at
That
Shrews.
12 years ago.
Yeah. So around them times. And the Grosvenor was there. The casino was there. I remember driving and seeing the
Probably,
casino.
That's mad. I don't remember seeing a Grosvenor there. But I remember when I went to Rico to watch SK play a game against Cov when he was at Shrewsbury. I just remember seeing nothing. Nothing. I remember Tesco because we had a mission at Tesco one day. Well, I ain't going to reveal that. But the
Man said we had a mission.
we had a mission. But yeah, like I don't remember seeing much. Like, and even outside of the city centre, there's nothing. Like nothing.
See, that's
Or
why,
there was nothing.
like when I go to certain stadiums, obviously the first thing I'll look up is train station, how close by, how can I get there if I'm not gonna drive, and then what's kind of around, like bruh, like not to disparage some places, but it would be like, just for argument's sake, sorry Peterborough, when I went to the stadium, I was like, it's the only reason why I'm coming there.
Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I'll be real. Like, Sheffield is nice.
See, I've still not gone there.
Sheffield's
But
nice.
it's a bop though.
Been on my list.
That's probably why.
But it's like if you play for Sheffield Wednesday or
United.
Sheffield United, you're laughing because Sheffield is a nice place.
But even going back to Reading, Reading's actually a fairly nice town, fairly nice city town, wherever it is. Because I remember working there years
Therefore,
ago,
City.
like for a period, and I was like, Reading's calm, like it's not far from London, etc. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
there's places in this country. Just depends where.
Yeah, and so, but I guess if your team's massive and you need a football stadium, you need to find space.
Yeah.
So
Bro, the council will find it for you, fam.
It's like the way Man City, the way they did Etihad.
yeah, it doesn't really make sense though.
But they always had decent space though.
But it was Main Road in the same place.
I don't think so.
See, so where Etihad is local.
I'm not sure where Main Road was. But like the Etihad campus just makes sense. It makes
right
Manchester
next to-
look better as well.
Yeah.
So good,
Bro,
man.
it's so sick. And getting to
Even
the
they got
Etihad,
Tesco near there.
Getting to the
Even they got Tesco near there.
they have or Asda.
Yeah, one of them. I think it's a Tesco.
Getting to the Etihad's actually calm. I was speaking to my sister's husband about it on the weekend actually. I was like, which one's, because they live like Stockport, so I was like, which one's easier, Etihad or Old Trafford? Or distance-wise, my dad asked actually, and he said distance is the same, but just navigating through to the Etihad. Yeah, whereas
easier.
Old Trafford, bro, when you get caught in traffic, it's long.
Yeah, that's like dual carriageways.
Yeah, it's just long.
Even their training ground. The first time I actually went to Manchester United's training ground, I said, Jesus Christ. I said, this thing looked like it. I thought it was an airport.
So,
It was crazy.
what, Carrington
Is
to
it?
Madness?
Yeah, it looked like it was when we were obviously not. You know, now it probably looked the same, so it
Yeah.
looked crazy. But no, because that's what I'm
the
saying.
same that Ronaldo said.
Yeah.
The same when you visited.
When I visited, it's probably the same then. Yeah. So look, we're talking about 10 plus years ago, people. So don't kill me. But yeah, when we drove in, I said, my goodness, I thought it was an airport. When you saw the map, you saw it. You said, "Ah, yeah." You think, "Yeah, we're here now. This is it."
That sounds so good, but I'm just so upset. But that's for another day.
Yeah, but no, like certain training grounds you walk into, you go, "Yeah, this is why you man are you who you are." Because compared to where we were coming from, Crystal Palace,
At the
free
time
pi-
then, yeah.
free pitches.
Whereas now Palace is serious
Yeah.
facilities. Alright, before we move on from this topic, what's the best training ground you've been to?
Tottenham,
Everyone said
Tottenham,
A couple
not,
people say that.
not close, not even is no one even close to it.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think
Wow.
they're the number one sustainable financial team in
Yeah.
the Premier League.
Not.
I won't be surprised that.
Yeah.
I won't be
There's-
surprised about that.
When I tell you there's nothing close to Tottenham's training ground, I'm talking about I've never seen anything like it, and I don't know if I'm ever going to see anything like it ever again.
Apparently, Leicester's new one is very good.
Yeah, I've heard. But bro, Tottenham, I walked in, I saw the TV screen they had in there. I said, Jesus, the TV
I said
screen,
the TV screen alone's a madness.
bro. You know when you're walking around a building and you just, I went when it was brand spanking new as well. And
So
I was just like,
everything was shiny.
yeah. So you're in the underground, or I don't even know what it was. They had the indoor dome, but you could see through it. Ah, yeah.
He said, yeah.
What I would do to be back on that type of grass.
Oh my days! Anyway, onto some NBA. Yeah, I saw the NBA players. They gave anonymous answers about players, teams, coaches, and more around the league this season. I don't know if you've seen either of you seen the
Yeah,
post.
but yeah.
No.
So in terms of, I'll go through like the first one that I got on my screen is the most underrated player. Is this season that the players voted. Any guesses?
Most underrated.
Yeah.
player.
I've got 5 on this list, top 5. So anyone you pick,
Are they in superstar status or just anybody in the NBA?
Thompson.
anyone? No,
Mikal Bridges.
no. It's this season, bearing in mind.
Okay. Jesus.
Well, they voted. I think they voted.
Oh, if they're gonna the most underrated this season, Kawhi Leonard.
No.
Let's get a clue. Conference.
Oh wait, no. Donovan Mitchell.
There's only 2 conferences.
Donovan
bro.
Mitchell.
Yeah, but it will narrow it down for us, isn't it?
No, I'm saying you can choose any of the 5 I've got on this list.
Donovan Mitchell
No.
You still haven't chosen them though.
for underrated. Underrated players.
Yeah.
Williams, Jenny Williams.
No.
Underrated players.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about players.
So they voted based
Paolo,
on this season,
Paolo,
but
Banchero?
it'll be historical for some. No.
OG Anunoby.
No. The worst thing, when you don't get one or two names, you're gonna be like, oh man.
So
A lot on this
Banquero,
list-
they won't say he's underrated, would they?
Who?
Banquero, they won't say he's
No,
underrated.
he's a Banquero. No.
Tyler Hero, no?
No, there's a lot are based on this season on this list, and then there's a season person on this list. There's like one or two season, but there's one season one.
Oh,
you
Austin
really
Reeves?
Austin Reeves is fourth on this list.
Underrated.
Yeah, but this is what, because now I'm kind of going to what their mindset is. I feel like their mindset is he shouldn't be that good. That's what it seems
Or
like.
he's surprising them.
Yeah.
I remember Reeves was undrafted as well.
That's Austin Reeves. Darius Garland? Oh, no, Evan Mobley.
No,
That's surprising.
Derek
Austin
White.
Reeves on there.
they're right second.
Oh, my. Pritchard?
No, but there is another Celtics on this that's joint fifth.
Probably Al Horford.
No, but
No.
it is a legacy person.
Legacy, what? Jaylen Brown.
No,
No, because I said
Al Horford.
Al Horford. So Drew Holiday.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's joint fifth.
This is the weirdest list in the world.
But
Drew Holiday's underrated in
But
life.
when you think about it, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like they done most of this season, and then they've just done one or two overall.
Caris LeVert.
No,
He's a very underrated player though.
I don't know. I'm always on and off with him. Sometimes I think he is, and when I watch him properly, I'm like,
Anthony Davis on this list.
No. The Nuggets. Platts. Aaron Gordon.
no, there's no Nuggets on this.
Oh.
Do you want me to just say final names? Because
Yeah,
there's a
go
couple
on.
other categories. So joint fifth with Drew Holiday is Jaren Jackson Jr. Austin Reeves is fourth. Norman Powell's third. Derek White second, and then Cade Cunningham's first.
See, that's a problem. Kay Cunningham is not an underrated basketball player.
Yeah, but I think from the way, obviously,
That's the way the players perceive it, though.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay, because
it's,
he plays with
it's,
Detroit.
yeah, as players. I remember Detroit.
we got
he
to
raised
let it
them
ride
30
still.
wins
Yeah.
this year to last year. All right, next one. The players, their
could be
vote on
first team
their vote on
All-NBA.
MVP.
For 5-1, well, number one, I'm gonna go.
So they did 1 to 4, but there's joint third.
I'm gonna go SGA,
Yep,
Jokic,
yep.
Donovan Mitchell,
He's joint third actually.
Jason Tatum,
Nope,
LeBron James.
he's fourth.
Joint third is Donovan
So
Mitchell.
there's two at third.
And it's not
is
Jason.
there another Celtic?
No,
Nah, it won't be.
Nah,
It'll
it
be
won't
someone
be.
in the West.
no comment.
Oh, Green. Jalen Green. Rockets.
No,
No.
Oh,
MVP.
I need to know where these players are at.
It's not in the West. It's in the East.
It's in the East.
Yeah,
Oh, Giannis.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised with LeBron being
No,
fourth.
I won't. I won't because he was playing at MVP level.
He's
for
really
a lot of
there
the season.
still.
He was
He's
until he
still,
got injured.
Yeah,
But,
he's still there.
yeah.
All right, for face of the league in 5 years, they've only given 3 players on this list.
Oh, this should be ezy. Wemby,
Yep,
Anthony
1.
Edwards,
Yep, 2.
and Jason Tatum.
Nope.
SGA.
Yep.
They hate Jason Tatum.
So
Because I think he will be in like the later phase of it.
so far
26.
on percentages out of the 3 categories, SGA's MVP's 56% of the players voted, and then Wemby's 54 on the face of the league. NBA champions for this season, there's 5 teams, and bearing in mind players couldn't vote for their own team.
Yeah, then the Thunder,
Second,
the Cavs,
third,
Celtics,
first,
the Lakers,
fourth.
the Warriors.
Nope.
Rockets.
Nope.
Oh, the Clippers,
Nope.
the Nuggets.
Yep.
Yeah.
When
No,
did
but
they
it's
vote?
it's that
I don't know.
no,
When
it's
did they
it's
do this
it's that past champion familiarity kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when the hell did you vote? They don't even they have an assistant coach.
Continuity. You know?
Oh,
it don't
know.
it don't matter, man. You saw that 3-pointer that Russell Westbrook put in there.
I
I
and
also
then
saw them lose again.
best coach in the NBA. So there's 4, but it's a top 3, but there's 4 on this list.
They have to put Missoula there.
He's number 4.
Ime.
OKC's
Nope.
OKC's head coach.
How they not put Ime there?
Yeah, Mark Dagnall's
Mark
number
Dagnall's
1.
in there.
They still got agenda against him.
bigger stuff.
Nope.
the hell's going on?
What's my man's name? Chauncey Billups.
No.
What? Billups, he's a Portland Trailblazers coach. They're terrible.
No, but they actually weren't terrible. They're mad young. They're okay for a young team. Bro, they got like 30 wins. You would think they'll have like, who was it? I think the Jazz had less than 20.
Yeah, but hold on. So what have we got? We got
McDaniel's number one and
we got
Mazzulla's fourth.
So Joe Mazzulla's fourth.
There's two at joint
and
second.
bigger stuff didn't make it.
No.
What's the Cavs' names?
Kenny Atkinson.
Kenny Atkinson.
He's joint second.
Yeah, he's in
with.
There. For some weird reason, he can't be in there.
Go on.
Steve Kerr cannot be on that list.
He's actually not.
Yeah.
I thought he might.
No.
Did they put JJ on there instead?
Who?
JJ Redick.
No.
Oh, good.
He probably deserves to be on that list this year. This is off this year.
Yeah, but like.
Surprised me though.
Yeah. Last year.
Ime's not in there.
No.
How's Ime not in there?
So we got no BJ Big. We got Kenny Atkinson.
All right.
We got Mazzulla.
His final name is a long-term coach.
Oh, Steve. No, you said Steve Kerr already.
Yeah, I was thinking of Budenholzer, but he's terrible this year. Long term.
Yeah.
He's been at this team for a long time.
Yeah.
This particular team for a long time.
My brain's just.
Spurs.
No way.
No.
It'd probably be Eric Spoelstra if it's.
It is Spoelstra.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Spo. Yeah.
Didn't really coach most of the year.
He's ill.
That's
he had
true.
another thing last week.
He needs to give it up,
I was just thinking long term.
So yeah,
Spo made it in.
Spo's joint second.
That don't make sense.
Bye.
And there's no bigger stuff.
These players need to stay off the weed.
But it's crazy because obviously I don't know the players, but just say Team USA players.
Yeah.
A lot of them sang high praises of Spo. And
yeah.
Spo's going to supposedly get the USA job after Steve Kerr.
He needs it now because Steve Kerr.
All right, the worst coach. You can go with teams or play their names. Again,
worst coach named Budenholzer.
He's second.
Billups.
Who?
Billups.
No. Chauncey,
it's good teams that have been bad.
He'll be like, oh, there's a terrible team in this as well.
Huh?
There's a terrible team in this list as well.
What, New Orleans coach?
Malone can't be on there, by the way.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if Malone's on there's a problem. I don't even know the New Orleans head coach's name.
Neither do I.
Yeah, actually don't.
Thing is, Nick Nurse is going to be on there, isn't he?
Nope.
With the way the Sixers performed, how's that not?
Yeah,
because they've been playing.
He got injuries.
I know, but So
top 3 highest paid injured.
Yeah. So, but Mark Budenholzer's second.
The Spanish brother from Brooklyn.
No.
Nah, what's
There is one terrible team on this, and then there's a quite
Rivers. Did the Rivers make the list?
He's third. I was just about to say there's a prominent coach. He's third. So Doc's third. Bud is second, and then number one. Terrible team.
Terrible team. The Jazz are terrible.
Yeah, no, it's not that Jazz coach. You won't know the coach's name, I doubt it. But
who's the? No, the Magic are right.
He said terrible. The Jazz are terrible. Like terrible.
Yeah, they are.
The Sixers were bad this year, but Nick Nurse isn't in there. Who has even worse than the Jazz this year?
Who's the Phoenix coach?
Nah,
Budenholzer.
Oh yeah, he's already
NBA champion as well. Imagine 2 NBA champions on this list. On this list as the worst coach.
Sad. I'm just trying to work out who's worse than the Jazz. My brain is. Oh, the Trailblazers weren't worse than the Jazz, were they?
Nah. That's Chauncey.
Yeah.
In the East.
Yeah,
It's definitely
it's an East.
It's in the East.
I want to check my phone so bad.
No, I'm just running through the teams.
I'll give you a clue.
Go on,
It's where Kevin Durant's from.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, how did I forget about that team?
That's why you forgot about the team. Yeah, the Wizards.
Who's even checking for them?
Thinking about them.
Their coach, I didn't even know his name, Brian Keefe. He's number one.
Yeah, bro, no one cares about them. I'll be real.
And then I think there's 3 more categories. Best organization, there's only 3.
In the NBA?
Yeah. Oh, they're going to say the Spurs.
Nope.
Nah, the Warriors.
They're number 1.
Yeah, 100%. They've been known as the best organization in the NBA. The Celtics.
Number 3.
And...
What, they're going to say Lakers?
Nope.
No,
okay,
Lakers
cool.
It's like the best run organization, isn't it?
Did this?
When you
I was-
get this one,
I was thinking about the Mavs, yeah. Wow, it was under before it got sold.
nah.
I don't think it's
Because
gonna
I
be a
think
Texas
these
team.
vote, if I'm not mistaken, these players' votes or whatever, it should be fairly recent.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like the NFL where they vote before
November,
Christmas.
yeah. I'm trying to work out the third
If
one.
I'm not mistaken, I
So
actually
we got
don't know.
Celtics, Warriors,
This one would make
OKC.
Yeah.
Yeah. OKC's a very well-run franchise.
Yeah,
well.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
Bro,
true.
they still got 100 draft picks.
Yes, yeah, that's a great
That's
franchise.
mad.
All right, the worst organizations, 3.
Washington Wizards.
They're second.
Yep. The
Utah has to be there too.
No, I think they actually
they're
run
well
really
run.
well.
It's just a badly run organization. They could win. Phoenix Suns.
No,
That's
'Cause
not well run organization.
I think they're very well run as well. He just
Took over and did the madness.
no, but like he done what a fan would want.
Yeah, signed the big.
Yeah.
The
I was
Mavs
watching
then.
his reply. No, I don't know if you've watched his response to Stephen A.
Yes, I did.
It was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
good.
Philly?
I actually enjoyed it. Huh?
Philly?
No,
Okay.
On a badly run franchise.
worst organization, bro.
So Portland must be here then.
No.
Worst
so
run organization.
you both got the Wizards. They're second. There's first and third.
There's someone worse run.
Yes, there's one team you lot have named earlier for something else, and then this team have just not been named at all.
Detroit.
Detroit
No.
aren't badly run.
Even when they were losing, they weren't
Yeah.
badly run because they gave my man a 6-year deal when they were losing.
Yeah.
I think it was Detroit.
Badly run franchises. Philly.
No,
No, I said that one. It went there. It's definitely not the Heat.
there is one you lot have said earlier. Couple for
What, the Rockets?
no,
Nah, they're not. Dude.
it was for
Badly run franchise.
I think when we were talking about worst coach. One of you
The
said
Brooklyn Nets.
an organization. No,
The Brooklyn Nets are a well-run franchise. They don't seem like it.
The Knicks.
they might be bad, but they're not bottom 3 according to the players. No.
No, the Knicks aren't badly run. I don't. When we say New York, it's probably they're thinking the location's good, so it can't be bad.
Mm.
Oh, the Kings.
No,
Oh,
they're actually all
They're
right.
not bad.
They're
it's just because the owner's not the richest, so I think they're bad. The owner's
Fair.
like not a billionaire.
Mm. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's worth like 800, 900 million.
Oh.
we say only,
Yeah.
but in the context of the conversation.
Yeah.
Trust me,
Yeah.
still mad.
It's ridiculous, but you get what I mean. I'm just Denver.
Nope. Nuggets are good because they're the Cronkies.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are
But
good.
just because so
The Cronkies look after them.
Are a well-run franchise in this.
They're just not bottom 3.
Oh, okay.
This is bottom 3.
Bottom 3. I've
Apparently, even Cronkies, there were a lot of Denver fans were. I think they were just talking about all their teams. They were like, the Cronkies don't really sack coaches at all in terms of all their teams.
let me throw a wild card name. The Bucks.
No.
So the Milwaukee are fine. Indiana are fine, obviously.
Yeah. This is just bottom 3, so
Yeah,
they could
this-
be.
It's
They
just-
could have been 4th or 5th.
Atlanta.
No, that's not bad. But no, I don't think they just haven't helped Trey in my eyes. But that's a conversation for
Yeah,
another day.
never going to either.
Mm. That trade ship is sailed, man.
The Grizz.
Nope.
Nah, give us some names, man. Who's
Yeah,
worst
like, I think-
run? Like
I think you might have said it on worst coach.
I might have said that on West Coast.
Yeah, I think you said the team on worst coach.
no, because we said the Jazz.
There was another team one of you two have said. That's also in the West. They're third, and then the number 1 team's in the East.
Oh, I'm thinking San Antonio.
Oh, what you thinking the Clippers?
No.
No, it can't be them.
They're
they're
very
brand
well
new. That's
run.
one of the best world. That's,
Bowman's the best owner in the
Yeah.
NBA,
Yeah.
bruv.
he loves them players. Take your mind off. But the thing is, they could be in the playoffs. This is what I'm saying. It's bad.
They're not. None of these teams are in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
This is a worse organization.
I mean, you said Washington already, yeah?
They're second, the Wizards.
Okay, cool.
And I've said Sacramento, not in the playoffs.
There's teams with horrible records that are all in that vicinity.
There's San Antonio. There's Utah.
Pelicans?
Yes, I think you said
Told
Pelicans
you,
on
another
Yeah.
team you forget
worst,
about.
worst coach.
Yeah.
So they're third. Now number 1 team, worst
In the East.
organization.
And
Yes.
in the East.
Jump man.
Oh yeah, bro, that's
Wow.
another team to forget.
They've been the worst when he was there.
And yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
man,
true.
Yeah. No,
Do you know what? It's so true because after man's legacy, they're non-existent.
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, they're the only team that's sponsored by someone else in the NBA, you know.
Trust.
Like,
yeah.
they're sponsored by Jordan, everyone else is sponsored by the NBA's official sponsor.
Wow.
They were bad when he was there.
You forget about them, man. Them teams are useless, though. Like, Charlotte.
All right, and then the final category is most overrated player.
Okay.
And the players voted on this. This is only 3.
Only 3. Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to say overrated.
So 2 of them are in the playoffs right now, and 1 was in the play-in.
I'm going to go for players that players don't like. Tyrese Halliburton.
He's number 1.
Yeah, players don't like him. Just the way he looks. Just too.
Even last night's game, he done a dunk and he done a fake flex, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bro.
Oh, if it was
I actually like Halliburton.
if
as
it
well.
was fans, I would have said Jason Tatum because
Yeah, but it's not.
it's not fans.
Yeah. What made you think players don't like Halliburton though?
Just the way he looks. Those jump shots nasty. It's. Do you get what I mean? He's a good. I like him, but you get
I
what
think
mean?
he's good,
Yeah,
but
I just think players. For
When I
like
saw he was number 1 overrated, I said, wow,
Olympic team, probably think, oh, Kyrie Irving, all these. That's probably.
that's a very good point actually. 'Cause a lot of people thought
Bradley
Irish should've
Beal
got-
has to be in this discussion.
He's not.
They're just not watching the game then. they're just
I remember Bill used to put up 30 a
used
season.
to. He's now coming off the bench.
Yeah, 'cause he said, I'm chill. I got 50 mil.
This is what I'm saying though. But if you're overrated, you have to be
Ooh,
making.
that might
like-
be an episode name. I'm chill. I got thumbnail.
if you're making 50 mil, if you're not living up to that, you have
Write
to be
that down.
overrated.
Bro, I heard that, but the players must be thinking, oh, fit wise, blah blah blah.
Zion.
No. So one more player's in the playoffs, and another one was in the play-in.
Was in the play-in.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's
No.
overrated.
I just
No, you could try names.
sometimes I don't know what like.
So one that's in the playoffs has a lot of accolades for what he does.
Oh, Rudy Gobert.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the most overrated player every year, though. It feels like.
People
just don't like
I
him.
feel people don't like him.
It's because he gets paid so much, and they said, "Oh, he's not doing anything."
And I feel like that stems from Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that kind of stuff. But Rudy's actually
Yeah, he's a good player.
very good defender.
Yeah.
I think I was seeing Reeves, LeBron, and Luka when guarded by Rudy. Just for argument's sake, they're like 2 for 10.
Yeah, like Luca hunts him a lot because Luca knows he can. He just likes.
But
hunting
even
centers.
then, last season, his percentage wasn't wow against Rudy. It's just because of the big shots.
Yeah.
Do you know
And
what I
that's
mean?
what anyone remembers.
But like Rudy, I think Rudy's a very good defender.
Yeah, so
Very
playing-
good defender.
So one was in the play-in. So we got
And this last player is gonna be
could be Anthony Davis
No.
because we got the Mavs. They said there wasn't a play-in, so we got the Mavs. We got the Hawk. Oh, Trey Young.
Yep.
Yeah. People just don't like him either.
I think that's Trae Young thing.
Yeah, the Knicks fans. The Knicks
That's-
fans
that's-
were-
that's
if there's
his
a fan
villain
of the
story.
Knicks,
They got too much, too much weight.
Yeah.
yeah. That's his villain arc still.
But when you mentioned Hawks earlier, I was like, I just feel like they've not built a team around him.
They haven't even tried.
The only person good player that they brought in who's not there anymore was DeJounte Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But then,
I was watching their playing games last week. I was like, bro, this team is trash.
yeah. Do you know what you know what's weird? As a team like that, they should have helped him out because he took them to the conference finals.
Bro, Jacob, you read my mind, mate. I think it's like you're not even on Twitter, and I was talking about that the other day. I was like, bro, like Trae Young receives. I feel like he gets overly criticized. Don't get me wrong, he does some stupid shots or whatever, but he also makes those kind of shots.
Yep.
And he's leading the league in assists.
Every year, most years.
He led it this year, didn't he? It's
Yeah.
like, bro.
He's
Oh,
just
he was
about
up
6
there.
foot. Just about 6 foot. And he's dominating games of basketball in the NBA. And he's taken a team that are nothing or just known for party. The city's known for partying. Let's
Yeah.
be real. Yeah, the Black
It's
Hollywood.
a major city as well, major
Yeah.
market.
Yeah,
But he's
big market.
But he's taken that team to the Eastern Conference Finals.
But
with
I was
no one.
listening to something the other day on him. It's like his first 3 years of NBA, I think maybe, I don't know if he made playoff first year, but then second year playoff, then third year Eastern Conference Final. And then since then, I don't think he's made the playoffs, or he's made the playoffs once in the last 4 years.
Yeah, because the playing's been
Because
boring.
he's played 7 years, him and Luka, exact same. It's like, but bro, the Hawks, they've not built around Trae Young at all.
Nah.
No.
Do you know what? I was actually talking to my colleague about this morning at 5 a.m. fam. Talking about playoffs, and he said Atlanta never ever built around
Trae Young.
I was like,
never
yeah,
going to.
they're never going to either.
Yeah. They don't want to. I feel like they just got a superstar there. Well, I could probably call him a superstar for what he does. And
For what he does for the city.
Yeah.
He brings
people.
tickets. Yeah,
Yeah,
he sells tickets. So,
Yeah.
but I guess everyone, not in a rude way, everyone's got their part to play, especially in something like basketball. Not everyone's gonna win. Sometimes you just need a player to actually make money for the organization.
They don't even draft well. They're the number one pick this year.
They did, didn't they?
The number one pick played
Forgot his name, but
10 minutes.
he played.
10 minutes in the playing game.
I was
10
watching
minutes,
him.
bro. Shooting guard played 10 minutes. Come on now, what are we doing here?
Like their team
Forget about it.
Their team was trash.
But they still made the play in.
Their team was trash. Yeah, but that was a testament to the East.
No, I know, but like you got to remember that Trae Young took that basically the same nonsense to the Eastern Conference Finals, beating Joel Embiid and all them teams on his way there,
Yep.
and then lost to who? The Celtics.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Boy, song of the week.
Yes. I can go first. My song of the week this week is an Ampiano song by artist called The Squad, and it's called Seasons featuring Nello the guitar. Yeah,
I don't know if I've heard that one. That would ring a bell.
yeah, great track.
Wanna go next?
My one is, I don't know if I've had this song on before, but it's on again. Wizkid, and it's called Slow.
Yeah, you gave us that. You gave us that after your anniversary.
I'm giving it to you again.
Right. Yeah, man, there you know. Mine is Young's Teflon and Blade Brown, Cosa Nostra.
Ooh.
It was a potential of quite a few Blade Brown tracks. Because it's funny, I saw him the other day actually when I was going to get food. And then he was literally getting food straight after me. And I was literally listening to him the day before. 'Cause I don't know if you guys seen that Insta page, The Kitchen, where some girl, they'll do the lights and everything. It's wavy and she'll just start rapping. And she's done it to like a couple Blade Brown tracks. And then she's done Asco, and then Asco came on.
Right.
Like, it was actually cold still. So from what coming across their Instagram, I just listened to Blade Brown a lot last week or so.
Fair.
Nice.
Bags and boxes, but yes, get me. Thank you everyone for listening, tuning in, watching. You get me, as Deji likes to say.
You tell a friend to tell a friend.
And Jacob,
Like and subscribe.
yes, definitely like and subscribe. Keep hitting those buttons for us, please. Much appreciated. So we want to deliver for you guys. Keep throwing your queries, questions, everything at us. By the way, random, but I don't know if you lot saw on one of our YouTube shorts, someone said something about stick to soccer, and I can't remember what we were talking about. It was one of our NFL roles last week, and I was like, I think I replied back today. I was like, Broski. I said Paulie boy. I think his name's Paul. I was like, did you actually listen to what he said? It was when we were talking about what rule was it? We were talking about someone trading for getting in Kirk Cousins. The Browns bringing in.
Oh yeah, the Browns. The
Yeah,
trade.
I
The
listened
Browns
to that one
trading away.
today.
Yeah. And I was like, the person was commenting, I was like, did you actually listen to the rule? He didn't say, oh, they should definitely do it, blah, blah, blah. He's like, this is something, you were like, this is something they should consider. I was like,
But you know people don't listen, man.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Nah, it's funny though. I do love it. Someone said Brits. I just put England and Great Britain play. Get me, much appreciated, everyone. We love you. Joe, I'm signing out.
Dej signing out.
Jacob signing out.
Thank you for listening.
Peace.
Pew, pew.